Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to have a go at multiplying two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers. Now, this is probably going to be new for all of you, and it is kind of a little bit tricky. It takes a while, but we can get there. And we can get there if we just follow the steps and stick to our process and break it down into little tasks throughout figuring out the problem to make it easier. And we've got the multiplication chart just to the side down over here. And that will really help us figure out this in a way that doesn't take too long. And for this, we won't draw arrays. You still can if you want to, but I won't in this video. And I'm going to use this multiplication chart. I can figure it out in my head because, again, figuring it out in my head is faster than me having to go to the table here and figure out what the answer is. So use this while you still are learning your times tables, okay? Doesn't really matter if you don't know them yet and you're looking there. You feel like you might be cheating a bit. I mean, have a go, try getting your table right, and then have a look over here, make sure you've got the answer correct. But don't worry about using it. That's what it's there for. So make sure you can get one at home as well. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, 35 times 43, is I'm going to write that out. I'm going to get my nice pencil, and I might just size up a little bit. I think size 5 is quite nice. 4 will do. I'm going to have to write down 35 times 43. So I'm going to write 35, oh, doesn't like that, times 43. Okay. And I'll draw a line off to represent the equal sign. Beautiful. 35 times 43. Now, just like we're doing with our single digit by two-digit multiplication, we're going to start off exactly the same. We're going to start off with the 3 in 43, so 3 ones, and we're going to multiply that 3 against the 35. So we're going to go 3 times 5, and then we're going to go 3 times 30, or 3 times 3. And I'll explain that now. So you can see the multiplication chart. I am going to go 3 times 5 to start off with. So I know 3 5s is 15. I can also check over here. 3 times 5 is 15. So I'll put the 5 from the 15 in the ones column down the bottom here. And I carry over the 1, the 10 from the 15, and put that 1 in the tens column because that 1 will now mean 10. Now I take the 3, and I'm going to multiply that 3 against the 3 in 35. So 3 times 30 is actually what we're doing. But without going too much in place value, I'm just going to keep it simple and talk about the digits. So 3 times 3 is 9. I can check it over here. 3 times 3 equals 9. And then I need to add the 1 on up here as well. Okay, so 3 times 3 is 9. Add on the 1, 10. Okay, so put the 0 underneath the 3 and the 4, and the extra 1 at the front there, okay? And we end up with 105. Now, this is the little part that can be a little bit confusing. If you don't quite get it, don't worry. As long as you just do this, and then you can try and then it might just click for you at one point and you'll be like, oh yeah, I get it now. That's why it happens. What you always do with two digits is you put a sneaky little 0 in underneath, or we put it down into the ones column. Okay, so this is our ones column, and there's our tens, and there's our hundreds, and we could have thousands out here. But we put a 0 in the ones column here, okay, because now we're timesing by the 4. Here, the 4 in 43, that actually means 40. So we're going to be doing 40 times 5 and 40 times 3. But when we do it, we don't actually say 40. We just say 4 times 5. So I'm going to start off with the 4 times the 5. Okay, 4 times 5 is 20. I can check it on the chart over here. 4 times 5, 20. Okay, so I'll put the 0 here, and I need to carry over the 2 up to the top. I'm going to pop that over just top of the 1. There's my 2. And now I need to do 4 times 3. 4 lots of 3, 4 threes is 12. I can check it over here. 4 lots of 3 is 12. Then I need to add the 2 on as well. So 12 plus 2 is 14. Okay, and now I can write my answer in. I put the 4 in hundreds column and the 1 all by itself out in front in the thousands column, okay? So that means 4 times 35 equals 1,400 and the 3 times 35 equals 105. So now we need to, we've broken it apart. Now we need to add these two numbers together. And 105 plus 1,400 is going to equal, let me do this one in another color. I'll go back to black for this one. I'll put a plus sign because I'm going to add these together now to tell us our answer. So I'm just going to do like a normal addition. 5 plus 0 is 5. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 4 is 5. And 1 plus, or nothing plus 1. 1 plus nothing is 1. So then we have our answer. It is 1,505. Let's do one more quick one. And I'll make this small. Let's just minimize him away. And I'll bring up this one here. Let's do that one there. Okay. Look, I might even, for the sake of this, just so you can all see it, I might just leave the little toolbar open over here. Otherwise I'll forget it's there. We're going to do 83 times 52. So the first thing you need to do is you need to write out 83 times 52. So give yourself lots of room. 83 times 52. I might just be sick of looking at my mug. 83 times 52. That one line's a little bit wonky. Let's try that a little bit neater. Okay. Now, guys, I hope you're still with me. We're going to start off with 2 times 3. So 2 lots of 3 is 6. So I can put my 6 here in the ones column. 2 times 8, well, because we multiplied those ones first. And now we do 2 times 8. Might just circle that. We're actually multiplying the 2 against 83 that we're breaking in. So we did 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times 8 is 16. I can check that over here. Yep. Or I could skip count that out. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Sorry, 16. So 2 times 8 is 16. And I can put the 6 here in the tens column and the 1 in front in the hundreds column. So 2 times 83 equals 166. Now we need to move on to 5 times 83. Okay, or it's actually 50 times 83. When we think about it in terms of place value. So we need to make sure we always put that 0 in on the second line. Whenever we multiply by a number in the tens column, we need to put a 0 there. If we had hundreds, then you'd put 2 zeros in because we need to make sure we hold that place value of the 5 to ensure it means 50. So 50 times 3, but we're going to talk about it just as in digits. So we'll say 5 times 3 is 15. Let me check that over here. 5 times 3 is 15. Yep. I can put my 5 in here underneath the 6. Put the 1 up the top. I need to carry that over. And 5 times 8 is 40. 5 times 8 is 40. There it is there. And then I need to add that 1 on as well. 40 plus 1 is 41. Okay, now we've come this far. I need to, we've gotten our answer. So we know that 2 times 83 is 166 and 5 times 83 is 4,150. We need to add them together. There's my little add sign. 6 plus 0 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. And nothing plus 4 is 4. So your answer will be 4,316. I hope that helps you a little bit. Don't be afraid of using the chart over here. Need to make sure you don't forget the 0 here, okay? When you multiply by this number, when you start doing that one, make sure you put a 0 in there every single time on the second line. That's really, really important, because if you didn't have that, there, you'd only end up with, say you got rid of that, and you just had these numbers there like that, you'd have a completely different answer. So these numbers didn't exist. And let's get rid of these two little lines. If you just had it like that, you'd have a different number, because you'd be adding the 5 and the 6 and the 1 and the 6 and the 1 and the 4 and the 1. And you'd have a lot smaller number. So it's really important we hold that place value and make sure that that 0 goes in where it needs to be. Thanks for watching. This is tricky. You need to practice these a lot. But hang in there, maths. We've got it. You know, flap those wings, do your maths, and you'll blossom into big, or you just grow into one of those big manta rays with a huge wingspan. I think it's 8 meters. So good luck. Thanks for watching.